Welcome. Today we journey to Papua New Guinea, a land of breathtaking beauty and profound mystery. This island, a Pacific jewel, holds secrets that challenge our understanding of the world. We'll explore 10 of its most fascinating secrets, each a window into a world unlike any other. Stay with us until the end. The final revelations are the most surprising. Now, let our adventure begin. Papua New Guinea is home to over 800 distinct languages, more than any other place on Earth. In the island's rugged mountains and valleys, each community developed its own language, isolated by geography. These aren't dialects, but unique languages, each a living library of knowledge and tradition. Many are spoken by only a few hundred people, passed down orally, and at risk of vanishing forever. Globalization and dominant languages like Tok Pisin and English threaten this diversity. The effort to document and preserve these languages is a race against time. Some are Austronesian, others Papuan, unrelated, reflecting ancient migrations. Listening to these tongues is like hearing the land itself. In Papua New Guinea, the human voice is part of the natural symphony. This linguistic diversity is a fragile treasure of our shared heritage. Among the Huli people, a man's status is woven into his hair. Young men dedicate years to growing their hair for ceremonial wigs, a sacred rite of passage. Under a wig master's guidance, they live in seclusion, follow rituals, and sleep on special headrests to protect their hair. After 18 months, the hair is shaped and adorned with bird feathers, especially the bird of paradise. Each wig marks a stage of life, symbolizing strength and social standing. The practice connects them to immortal ancestors, believed to have ever-growing hair. Wigs are worn during dances, faces painted in vivid ochre, reenacting ancient stories. The Huli Wigman's tradition is a living link to the past. Here, identity is something you create and wear with honor. The Kokoda Track winds through Papua New Guinea's Owen Stanley Range, a 60-mile path steeped in history. In World War II, it was the site of a brutal campaign between Australian and Japanese forces. Soldiers faced not just the enemy, but relentless jungle, rain, and disease. Local Papuans, known as the Fuzzy Wuzzy Angels, carried supplies and rescued the wounded, showing immense bravery and compassion. Their kindness became legendary, forging a lasting bond with Australian soldiers. Today, trekking Kokoda is a journey of remembrance. The jungle still holds relics of war, rusted weapons, abandoned foxholes. It's a physically demanding challenge and a solemn memorial. The path whispers stories of courage and sacrifice. Kokoda remains a powerful symbol of endurance and unlikely friendship. Each year, Goroka erupts in color and sound for the Goroka Show, one of the world's largest tribal gatherings. Over 100 tribes converge, each with unique costumes, face paint, and dances. The showground becomes a living museum of human diversity. Costumes are crafted from shells, feathers, and flowers, each telling a story of clan spirits or ancestors. Dances reenact myths, battles, and courtship rituals, keeping ancestral stories alive. The event began in the 1950s to encourage peace among rival tribes. Today, it's a celebration of national identity and cultural pride. To witness the Goroka Show is to feel Papua New Guinea's vibrant heart. Tradition here is a living, breathing force. It's a dazzling display of artistry and community. Deep in Papua New Guinea's rainforests lives the tree kangaroo, a marsupial that climbs like a monkey. Unlike their Australian cousins, tree kangaroos have adapted to life in the canopy, with strong limbs and long tails for balance. They leap up to 30 feet between branches, moving with surprising agility. Several species exist, each adapted to its mountain habitat, like the striking Matschie's tree kangaroo. Shy and elusive, they spend days dozing in trees, feeding at dusk. On the ground, they're awkward, but in the trees, they're masters. Sadly, habitat loss and hunting threaten their survival. Conservation efforts are underway, but much about them remains a mystery. The tree kangaroo is a symbol of Papua New Guinea's unique biodiversity. In Papua New Guinea, the body is a canvas. Face and body painting are a visual language of identity and spirituality. Earth pigments, clays, ochres, charcoal, are mixed and applied in ritual transformation. Designs signify clan, status, or spiritual connection, inspired by animals, plants, and ancestral spirits. Painting is essential for ceremonies and sing-sings, expressing power, mourning, or courtship. Each pattern tells a story, linking the wearer to the land and ancestors. The art is ephemeral, washed away at day's end, yet deeply rooted in tradition. Looking into a painted face is seeing a living story. It's a reminder that culture is often written on the skin, not on paper. The body becomes a living testament to heritage and belonging. Along the Sepik River, the crocodile is revered as ancestor and creator. Young men undergo a dramatic initiation, scarification that mimics crocodile scales. Hundreds of cuts are made with bamboo or razors, leaving raised scars as a mark of manhood. The ordeal is endured in silence, symbolizing strength and spiritual rebirth. The scars connect them to the crocodile's power and the tribe's myths. Initiation takes place in the house Tambaran, the village's spiritual heart. The crocodile men are living sculptures, stories carved into flesh. For them, transformation is a physical reality, not just a metaphor. Papua New Guinea is home to the world's third-largest rainforest, a vital ecosystem teeming with life. The canopy shelters thousands of unique species, many found nowhere else. Birds of paradise dazzle with their plumage and dances, while rare orchids and giant butterflies thrive. The island's mountains create diverse habitats, fueling spectacular biodiversity. New species are still discovered regularly. For local people, the forest is life, food, shelter, medicine, and spiritual sustenance. Their knowledge of the land is encyclopedic, passed down for generations. But logging and agriculture threaten this emerald lung. Protecting the rainforest is a global imperative. Its loss would be a tragedy for all humanity. In the Trobriand Islands, society is matrilineal. Identity and inheritance pass through the mother. A man's wealth and status depend on his maternal uncle, not his father. Women control clan wealth, especially yams, the staple and symbol of power. Courtship is open, with women often taking the initiative. The annual Yam Festival celebrates female power and social balance. This isn't a matriarchy, but a system where men's and women's roles are distinct yet equally valued. The Trobrians challenge assumptions about gender and power. Here, women's influence is central to community life. In the Eastern Highlands, the Asaro mudmen use fear as their weapon. Their legend began when ancestors, covered in river mud, were mistaken for spirits and escaped defeat. They turned this into a tradition, covering themselves in pale mud and donning grotesque clay masks. Their slow, silent movements and eerie appearance are designed to intimidate. The masks are fragile, made fresh for each performance, and add to their ghostly presence. Today, the mudmen are a symbol of ingenuity and cultural identity. What began as survival is now celebrated at cultural shows. Their performance taps into primal fears of the supernatural. Seeing the mudmen emerge from the mist is unforgettable. Our journey through Papua New Guinea's wonders ends here. We've glimpsed a world where culture and nature intertwine in extraordinary ways. This island is a living library of human experience. If you've been inspired, please subscribe and share your thoughts below. Until our next journey, thank you and farewell.